right. Cancerians, my cancers, how you doing? My channel's finally getting caught up, man. I love it. I love it. Haven't been this far ahead in a long time. A long time. Months and months. Anyway, we are going to knock out your September reading. Anybody catching the playback to the reading here? If you'd like to follow my Facebook page, my Instagram, or subscribe to my secondary YouTube channel, along with information on how to book a personal reading, all the information is in the description of the playback. All right? That's all the babbling I got to do. Let's see what's happening with y'all, man. What's happening? What is good with my Cancerians? What's happening? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Watching my awesomeness. Well, thank you. Right on. Let's get 5 shuffles to start this out. There's 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Ooh, King of Swords reversed overall. No. You ain't got no bad attitude, Cancer. Never. I'm just playing. I'm just giving you shit, Cancerians. Just giving you shit. Anyway, whatever this is, you don't really have the greatest of attitudes towards this person or situation, do you? No. I see you kind of pissed off. Just a little bit. But I sense a cycle here with the Empress in the reverse and the Temperance in the reverse. Could be a Taurus or a Saggy that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but I kind of feel like you got tired of waiting. Tired of waiting to see if this was going to grow, if this was going to expand in anything any better. It just kind of, and then hit a plateau and stayed there. Right? And then probably for a lot of you went, and then you tried it again. Okay, let's try it again now. And then stayed there. And then, and I sense that cycle happening like probably more than once for a lot of you. Probably more than once. And it's to the point now, it's happened so many damn times that it looks like somebody probably wants to try it again. But the problem is that you all don't even really trust each other enough for this to work. Even if there was a woo, it's just like, there's not enough trust there. Not enough trust. Like, you're probably the type, you feel like every little thing they say to you is a personal attack, right? Or it could go the other way. Somebody here feels very attacked and threatened by the other person. Just in general, just period, person you're dealing with right here. I sense there could be blocked communication. It could have been in the past at least. See what's under the whole spread here. Boom, 2 of Swords. Yeah, see a love offer wants to come in right here. Wants to. Is it though? I don't know. Knight of Cups and the 2 of Swords. I don't really know how much action is going to be taken here. Kind of feel like you are dealing with somebody who's a little bit cocky and arrogant here. Just a little bit. All right, this really hurts them a lot more than they let on. Okay, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, 3 of Swords. But this is how they're coming across. This is how they look. This is how they appear. But guess what? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They're actually a lot more hurt than they are allowing you to know. And that right there has got you a little bit confused. Okay, because you sense the emotions, you just don't see the evidence. Okay? And Cancers, my little baby water signs, I got news for you. That's just the way it works, man. That's just the way it goes. Not every single person out there wears every single emotion on their sleeve. Thanks, Evalinda, for the super chat. Appreciate it. So that's I kind of feel like one of the Cancerians' biggest learning lessons in being born under the influence of the Cancer energy is to understand that yes, emotions are one thing, and the external shell is a completely different thing. And can you decipher? Can you maneuver your way through life, understanding how people feel and seeing how they act? And actually, if you pay close attention, doing the mathematical equation of emotions and actions can tell you something even deeper, can tell you even deeper about the vibration that influences the actions. Okay, because vibration goes deeper than emotion. You know that, right? The vibration is what influences the emotion. Okay? Because your emotions, all that is like a video game controller. That's your controller. Okay? The vibration behind it is something a lot deeper. And understanding somebody's emotions and seeing the way they act and doing the math problem between the two can explain the inner vibration that happens before the emotion happens. Kind of feeling like, I know that's kind of weird. I don't know what brought that out, but that's what needed to come through here. That's what I feel like y'all needed to hear, because I see that's the struggle here. That's what's going on. The person you're dealing with right here actually feels like this, but they're acting like this. Now, why is that? Why is that? Oh, they're just an asshole. They're egotistical, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It goes deeper than that. It goes a lot deeper than that. A lot deeper than that. If you do the mathematical equation behind the egotistical front and the emotional heartbreak, add the two together and do a little bit of division and subtraction, that base number, the vibration underneath of that, the catalyst can tell you an awful lot about a person. An awful lot. I'm gonna go ahead and, that was weird. That was weird, man. Let's, I'm going to clarify that. I'm going to clarify that spread. See if I can get something a little bit different before I move on to a different subject matter here. What other messages do we got for my Cancers before we move on, universe? Yeah, rarely do I get advice at the beginning of a reading. That's kind of weird. It wasn't really advice. That was just kind of more along the lines of the lesson one of the lessons that you're supposed to be learning. It's not very common that comes through like that at the beginning of a reading, but whatever comes through is what I say. If that's what comes through, that's what I'm going to say. Boom. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Let's play guess the card. I'm just playing. Ooh, the Justice. 7 of Wands in the reverse this time. Okay. And there's a lot of Earth energy in here too. Could be dealing with an Earth sign, some of you. Okay. So, all right, this is definitely a test. Definitely a test of character with the Justice overall right here and the 5 of Pentacles. See, here's the thing. All right, so you know you don't have to help everybody. You know that, right? You know, every last one of us, especially my Cancerians out there, especially y'all. You know how it feels when you go to help somebody who obviously appears to need help and they spit in your face for it? You know that feeling? The reason being is because you could be interrupting what they came here to experience. You know that not every entity incarnates onto Earth to experience joy and happiness. You know that, right? Why do you think it's kind of very similar to the people who go climb Mount Everest? Do you think those people are stupid enough to think that's going to be fun and happiness and sunshine and yeehaw? No, they do it for the challenge. They do it for the intensity, for the danger, for the, you know. Similarly, lots of entities out there come to Earth for that same reason. The same reason. And a lot of them, if you try to go help them out of that, i.e. if somebody is climbing up Mount Everest for the thrill of it, because they want to get to the top of it and they want the struggle, and you fly up in a helicopter and try to save them and they tell you to fuck off, leave them alone. Let them keep climbing that mountain. Let them keep going through whatever it is that they want to go through. That's what you were meant to learn here. A lot of it. But as far as the 10 of Cups, it's in the reverse here. The 9 of Cups is in the upright. This was an opportunity for you to grow and to understand that you are not responsible for anybody else's happiness and they are not responsible for yours. That's the lesson here. The Justice card. Okay? Taking logic and reason and balancing it with emotion. Okay? You were given two halves of your brain, an emotional mind and a logical mind, for a reason. It seems like everybody's always either on team A or team B. Like, no, fuck emotions. Logic and reason is all we need here. And then, no. You don't need logic and reason. Emotion is all you need. You know that both of you are dead wrong. You know that, right? You know? Balance. Balance here is what this was intended to teach you. I do see something new wanting to come in for you, though. After all that being said, I do see something new wanting to come in. And it looks like there is a great deal of happiness that is possible here with this. But how even is your scale here? How balanced is it? Let's see what we got for anything new coming in for my Cancerians. What is good? What new could possibly be coming in for my Cancerians? Ooh, the Judgment card. It's coming whether you're ready or not. You know that, right? It's coming whether you are ready or not, dude. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Ace of Cups reversed. You gonna be ready for it though? Are you gonna be ready for this? Look, the cycle started. The new cycle has begun. It's coming whether you want it or not. Are you ready for it is the question. Are you ready for it, or are you still holding on to old past conflict? Still spying and keeping your eye on a past person that you're still in love with? Because if you do that, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna repeat the cycle. You're going to repeat the cycle over and over and over and over and over until you finally understand it. Or you can keep incarnating under the Cancer energy until you learn how to balance it. One of the two. Okay, Page of Swords in the reverse in the heart of the spread here, right next to the 5 of Wands. You're still conflicted on the inside over what happened. Okay, if you're riding down the road and you smack a pothole really hard and it flattens your tire, you know that there's no point in staring in the rearview mirror. Once you get the tire put back on the car and you get your car back on the road, there's no point in looking in the rearview mirror to remember what a pothole looks like. You know that, right? You know that's kind of stupid. You're gonna get something bad, worse is gonna happen. You're gonna hit a tree if you're staring in the rearview mirror, looking back over your shoulder while you're trying to drive down the road. There ain't no point in looking back there. Ain't nothing back there for you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing you still clinging on to the past. And not only is it going to block the new thing that's coming in for you, but you're going to repeat damn near the identical cycle that you just went through. If you do not figure out, and it's very personal to the individual. Like, I can't give you like one blanket statement, that covers everybody and tells everybody how to release and let go of the past. That's very, very, very personal to you and you alone. So having said that, I don't know. I don't know. I can't, I'm afraid to say anything further. See, one of the problems is with just humans in general is we're always looking out there for our source of happiness, for our answers. Okay? And being somebody who is in the position where a lot of people come to me for answers, inevitably I have no choice but to send you back inside yourself, because that's where the answers really are. So whatever works for you, you know what works for you. A lot of times it's so complicated and complex you can't even put words behind it, you know. So I kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable trying to tell you how to let go of the past, to be 100% honest with you. Can't tell you how. I could tell you how to do it. I can tell you how I do it. And there's 178 people here in the room. It could work for 50 of you and it could not work for the other 50 of you. And then it could kind of sort of work for the other 78 of you. You know what I'm saying? So you need to go inside and do whatever works. Whatever works to be able to... Okay, I'll give you one little idea. One little idea. You look at the past and be thankful for it. Okay? Every single time something good happens to you, you know that you have no choice whatsoever but to look back and be thankful for all the bad things that happened before that, because that was responsible for the path that you were put on before you experienced that good thing. You know that, right? You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Everything is in perfect order. Perfect order. The way it's supposed to unfold and happen. So the next time something good happens to you, you better look back on the last bad thing that happened and be like, thank you. Thank you. Because that kicked me off onto the path that allowed this good thing to happen. It's the way it works. Learn to look at all of your negative experiences in that light and watch what kind of magic happens to you. Something new wants to come in. Boy, there's potential, but if you don't master that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right. So, what advice do we have? Tarot advice, not Rich Lop advice. What advice does the tarot have for you? Kindcidians. Woo. The Magician in the reverse. Mm-hmm. 5 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Boom. The Chariot. There you are. You need to get back in your element, okay? And also learn to trust people. What's going on the Chariot card? Okay, the Chariot and the Fool are very, very similar. Very similar in nature, okay? However, the Fool is in the reverse. The Chariot is in the upright. You need to learn to trust others. Others first. When you're on a chariot, you're being taken where you need to go by 2, well, in this deck, it's not really, but, you know, 2 very, very powerful animals, typically 2 horses. 2 of some of the most powerful animals on this planet. If those animals take you where you need to go, that's a matter of trust. You got to trust them and they got to trust you. Okay, so this is a being able to trust and allow things to happen as they will. Okay? Also, be sure you're not being a greedy, stingy prick. Make sure everything is even and fair across the board. Don't forget to donate to charity if you have the opportunity. Don't forget to tip your waiter a couple extra dollars. That's also how you manifest more money, by the way. You know that, right? But again, part of this inner work is coming to your senses and facing the cold, hard truths that hurt. Yes, they hurt, but it'll heal. It'll hurt, but it'll heal. Okay? The truth isn't going to kill you. It might sting really fucking bad, but it's not going to kill you, okay? And last but not least, well, not last but not least, hang on. There is actually, honestly, nothing really to worry about. Do not attempt to manifest anything new until you've mastered the thought, emotion, anxiety wheel, Okay? And do not take any new leaps of faith either. The thought and emotion, anxiety will. You know that anxiety is self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. You do it to yourself. That's very empowering once you finally accept and understand that. Very empowering. Okay? You think that there's anything that goes on in your body, anything at all that has nothing to do with you? If you think that, then you are giving your ego mind way too much credit. Way too much credit. If you think you are a victim to anything that happens on the inside of you and it's out of your control, you are 100% in your ego mind. Because your ego mind doesn't know shit. You know that, right? Everything that happens inside of you, you're the one that does it. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Even illnesses that are hereditary, you know all that is an adapted to vibration, right? That is a mindset. That's a vibration that you adapted to that causes that hereditary illness. It's a vibration. It's a frequency. It's an energy. Everything, including anxiety, is self-inflicted. Okay, so what you have to do, and it's hard, dude. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not downplaying it like it's something easy to do, but get in touch with what's going on with your mind and your emotions, because there's a wheel there. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? It really doesn't fucking matter. It does not matter. The thought creates the emotion, and then the emotion creates another thought. And then that thought creates another emotion, and then before you know it, the wheel is spinning so damn fast that you don't know where it starts, don't know where it began, don't know how to put it to an end. Just got to spend a lot of time inside. A lot of time. All right? I really feel like the message you needed to hear has come through. I hope that reading gave everybody the clarity and the guidance that they needed. Hope it resonated. If it didn't, that sucks. Check out your moon and your rising, and keep following the weeklies, the midweeks, and the monthlies to see how things play out throughout the rest of the month, okay? Greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now, all right? Y'all have a good one.